our update webinar and call. Exciting times in Doobly Network, no question about it. Before we bring on our very special guest speaker, I'd like to just cover a couple of topics, a little bit of bullet points or house cleaning, a couple of things that we encourage. Number one, be present during this whole call and webinar. It's very important that you're not distracted with any of the social medias or maybe checking your email or anything that would keep you from getting all of the information. Be present. Ask you to take notes. Hopefully you have a notepad and a pen close by so that you can take notes. It's always better to write down the information and go over it. Ask you and encourage you for all of us to listen very careful to all of the information. As we move forward in this exciting time, the exciting days, weeks, and months ahead of us, want to ask you to continue to check your back office for all the communication and updates. It's very important that as business associates on a daily basis, we check our back office, communicate with your outstanding upline, your sales directors, your vice presidents, and of course, our senior vice presidents. So much information, and we want everybody to make sure that they have the latest of the updates and communication. Before we get started, definitely want to thank our senior vice presidents, Mr. Dean Manheimer, Thomas Schmitz, and Blanca Williams, for your outstanding leadership. There's no question that during great times, good times, bad times, maybe technology and platform launching or new products being launched, that it really is up to our outstanding leadership. And we're so thankful and blessed for our 3 senior vice presidents, as well as all of our vice presidents, sales directors, new team coordinators, and all of our business associates. Before we bring on Mr. Michael Hansen, I do have one other thing to ask. This is a special update call for you, our business associates. We ask that you do not record the presentation or make a copy of it and then post it on social media. We ask that you do not do that. That's for us, the business associates, for our incredible Doobly network. The world is hearing the buzz of Doobly. They'll totally understand about the new platform, the launch, the vision, and what is taking place today and into the future for Doobly Network. It is our extreme pleasure to introduce our special guest. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, praying that technology will stay with us for the remainder of this webinar as Mr. Michael Hansen is in the Cayman Islands, the beautiful Cayman Islands. And what a pleasure it is to have on our update call our founder, director, the one with the vision and the mission, and that is Mr. Michael Hansen. Michael, come and join us and talk to our business associates around the globe, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Derek, for the nice introduction, and also welcome to everybody. I hope that everybody can hear me loud and clear here. I had some problems here on the Cayman Island with my internet connection, but it looks like everything is fine now. So I don't know if you can confirm, Jerry, that my voice is clear.
Yeah, on my end, you sound great, Michael. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, but let's start here. And I think that, as most of you know, that last Friday here was, I would say, maybe the most important milestone in our 30 years history, and that was the launch of our new global cashback platform. Just to wrap up a little bit what it actually means to when we talk about a global platform, because I think that if you look out there and personally, and that's my opinion, one of the most admired platforms in the whole world is Google. And what I like so much about Google is that even if, as Google has been growing over the last 15, 20 years like crazy, they still stick to a very simple website, a very simple concept. And when people come into Google, they understand immediately that, yes, it's easy to understand what Google is about, but I also understand there's a very, very big world behind Google. And that's exactly the same thing that we actually try to do with our website here. A very simple, easy look, easy to understand, but the more you actually work with the platform, the more you understand how big the world is behind this new platform here. And just to wrap up a little bit what I already told you before, but when you come in, you see here that you can search in more than 10,000 stores worldwide. And the real number is actually closer to 15 different brand stores now than it's 10,000. But the real number should actually not be 10,000 or 15,000 because one big brand, let's say that we have one big brand out of the UK, can also have a presence in Germany, they can also have a presence in France or in Spain. And actually the real number on this platform here is more than 100,000 different merchants around the world. And this is really something that has never been done before or seen before. That means that when you scroll to the bottom, you can actually choose to enter all the countries in the whole world, that there are more than 200 countries. And no matter what country you actually choose, you get access to at least 400 to 600 stores. And this is just an incredible work that's been done here. Our team has been working day and night putting this together. Not only they have been putting a lot of content in, but also the whole design of the website is really a state-of-the-art design. If you go into the different categories, you look at the category banners, it's really artwork that I think has never been seen before. It's one of the most beautiful, well-designed platforms that is out there right now. Even on the front page, when you see the small boxes with the logos, every single logo from every single merchant we have around the world, our design team has actually been taking out and designed specific so it fit into those boxes. And that's the reason why we've been putting up this amazing, beautiful website here.
Di anche che si sta registrando e che si metterà, così si dice a tutti.
The first thing they did is when they're taking a new merchant is they actually
non potesse vederlo.
Not only copying the merchant description from the merchant's own website, but actually rewriting the whole description so it's as short and precise as possible so everybody understands easily what the merchant is about. The next step of the process is to look into all the merchant categories, and every single merchant around the world has its own category. And then our team has actually been sitting manually looking into the merchants' categories and fitting into our categories, so we are sure that the customer is getting the best experience as possible. The next thing is to look which country the merchant is actually delivering to, and plug all those countries in. And that's the whole concept of the website. So when you enter from a country, you not only get access to your own local stores in your country, you're actually getting access to all the international stores delivered to your country. And that's really that's a big issue out there today. Like I know that a lot of people in Europe, they like to shop, or in the Middle East, they like to shop in the US. And then they go to a US mall and they find the nice US stores, and then they go through the whole buying process. And in the end, they will find out, wow, this store is not delivering to Germany or to Saudi Arabia or to another country. So this work we already did for you because we are already sitting in our team and popping in exactly which country the stores are delivering to. So you will never see, like let's say that you log in from Germany, you will never see a shop from UK or a shop from US on a German board that's not delivering. So it's really an absolutely incredible job that the team has been doing. Another thing that's also funny to do is that if you go to the categories and you look at the banners, and I say
Lui è assolutamente zero, cioè mi sembra parliare.
Other countries, then you can actually go down at the bottom and you can type in India. And then you will actually see that the banners, all the banners on the website is changing, so it's actually fitting India. That means that even if this is a big global website, it still has the local feeling, and that's what's very, very important. So with this new website here, we are really in a strong position. But even if this is a very big launch, it's a very big website, this is still only a foundation for the future we are putting together. And a lot of things is going to happen here just over the next 4 to 6 months. So
È beccato, Paolo.
what I also talked about before is that this new platform is of course built on the absolute newest technology that you can find out there.
L'ha detto per questi alle chiese in questa società, quindi non è per coglione. Nel bene e nel male, ci mancherebbe.
Some of the testing we've been doing is what we call stress testing with a lot of users. And over the last 3-4 weeks we've been testing the site with putting, say, million and million of fake users in to see how the website
come diceva Pagni, come l'uomo vero si vede con la FIA brutta.
And the website has just been, reacting amazing. So we are really, really prepared for the future. And what it actually means for us in the future is that it will be much, much easier now to add new merchants from around the world, local payment systems, new language, customization, big data, all kind of new features that we have planned is going to be added here. So one more time, with this here, we have really built a foundation for our future here, and we can grow this platform forever. We are planning, I'm going to talk a little bit about later, a new World Tour here in June and July, and of course in this World Tour here we are going to show the big rollout plan for the next 4 to 6 months, because when you see here, even how, even if it's really, really great, it's still only the foundation for the future here. So, what I also want to do is that I also want to give you a little status on the launch here. So if you go to the next slide, Jerry, that would be nice.
Comunque anche a me mi è cascato con la cosina mi è cascato aperto.
Again, here some amazing pictures from some of the different websites here we have. It's I'm really so proud about it. Our design team has been done such an incredible work here. You really want to shop when you go in here. I don't know if you look at the band in the middle here. I want to go take a vacation right away. So okay, so the overall status of the launch is that the launch actually went pretty well. So we were down for around 2 days. We launched 1 day later, but that was actually just to make sure that we got everything as good as possible. But our team is, of course, now working day and night to get the things fixed, and we're actually fixing things here in the moment we are speaking here. So it's not going to take a long time to get the things fixed here, but I just want to give you a status of what is missing right now. So pages on the website that has to be finalized, that is, and they are actually disabled now, that is refer a friend. Refer a friend is going to come as soon as possible, and the new concept of refer a friend is that you're getting a one-time amount, and that is $5 when you refer a friend, not only a VIP member like in the old days, but any new customers, you're going to get $5 as soon as the customer is starting shopping. But you actually have another opportunity to earn $5 more, that is that when the customer is upgrading to VIP members. And on this new website here, there's going to be a lot of features built in to try to get everybody to upgrade. But you also know that we are working behind the scenes right now to actually upgrade our VIP membership and actually offer more than the 6% that we're offering right now with a lot of extra benefits. So as soon as this new, you can say, expanded VIP membership is launched, then there's going to be done a lot of action on the website to really get all our free customers upgraded to VIP members. So any time from now on you refer a friend, you have an earning possibility of $10, $5 when you get a new customer in and they start shopping, and $5 when they upgrade to VIP members. But also in this area right now is our newsletters. That is also going to be added really, really soon here. And then the function, what we call favorite stores, that you can actually go in and pick your favorite stores. So, as I said, the team is working, and I don't have a timeline right now, but this is not talking weeks here. This is going to be really, really fast implemented. The next thing I have here is the new selling page. That will also be implemented very soon. And there will be a lot more options on the selling pages. Also, share on Facebook will be fixed. Reset passwords is not working for some countries like Arabia or Japanese letters. Our email appears empty. That will also be fixed. Our team is working that also. Pending cashback is another problem we had. We had a problem with pulling the data from the old platform, and I'm so happy about that we're over the old platform now. Now we just need to get the last data from the old platform, and then we can really move forward with a strong foundation. Yes, so pending cashback will be enabled soon, and as soon as it's available, as soon as the cashback available and pending cashback are correct, we will of course enable cashback so you can withdraw the option. Vouchers will also be enabled soon. That will also work very soon. also what we've been discovering, and this is not a lot, but there still has to be some styling issues, and of course the team is also on that. And then I already talked about on the last webinar, that is that some of the stores we're working with today on the old site, they have a policy, and that is that they don't want to enter a new website before they actually have the time to go in and look at the website. So a lot of merchant is actually going to be added here over the next 1-2 weeks. We are in contact with all the big merchants now, and they're looking into the website, and of course, everybody really like what we put together. So you're going to see a lot of stores being added here, and that is of course
Ma respira, puoi anche respirare, su Marte.
But also, I have a little prayer to you, and that is that now you're a business associate. That means that you also, on the other side,
paghi a tempo, non missione.
So please, if you see any dead links on the site in any country, please make sure to report it so we can get it fixed immediately. And also, in some cases, there have been some very high cashbacks showing. If you see something that looks a little bit strange, maybe it's not a mistake, maybe it is a mistake, but please just report it so we can take a look at it. So that is actually, you can say that the status of the launch. Not a lot of things happen here, and our team is really working very hard day and night to get it fixed here, and I hope that in a few days from now on, we're going to have an absolutely perfect website here. So finally. Let's go through the last slide here. So in June, July, we're going to start our next world tour. And as I said in the beginning, that our biggest milestone happened last Friday, and also the new platform. But I would say that's the biggest milestone is going to the next world tour here that we're going to do in June, July.
Così te li vedi.
Così te li vedi. Everybody will understand on this world tour here that when we are starting now, it's the biggest movement the world has ever
World
seen.
Tour, Paul, il 12 giugno in Italia.
And you all know our goal, and that is to beat any other company out there, making more millionaires and more billionaires than any other company in the history has been done. And what you will understand is of this world tour in July, that is that anywhere in the world right now, we have a window of 3 to 5 years. And in 3 to 5 years from now on, our goal is to be involved in every single transaction going on, not only online, also offline. It doesn't matter if people are putting gasoline on their car, they are buying a new insurance, buying a new car, whatever they're doing, we're going to be involved in that. And that is the vision
arrivata la Danimarca, seconda la Norvegia, terza l'Italia.
It's a really clear vision we have. We never shared it before with anybody, but now with the new platform, we can actually start sharing, and we can actually start carrying the vision out here. Also, the next very important step for us right now is NASDAQ, and that is actually what's going on behind the scenes now. We have full focus on bringing this company to NASDAQ. We needed a new platform to be launched before we could take the company to NASDAQ, but now we're there. It's working really hard. And everything is going to be announced in this World Tour here in June, July. And what I'm actually going to do is, because it's not fair that some country has to wait for maybe a month to get the announcement. So we are planning to make a new webinar with all the big announcements in the first week of June before we actually start the World Tour. Of course, there will be a lot more detailed information on the World Tour that we're going to share, but we are going to give everybody the big picture of what's going on behind the scenes. And you will really understand by being here in this company today, you are at the right place at the right time. Nobody else out there has ever done what we've been putting together here, and you will really see the big picture. And this is going to change not only your own life, but your family lives, your next generation of your families forever here. This is absolutely amazing. So with that, I want to hand it back to Jerry here. And as I said, we're going to have another update call starting this World Tour here. And just to actually, I forgot to tell you, and the reason why we put those, you can say 4 countries is that I had the big pleasure to actually finish the last World Tour, and that was in Egypt and Morocco, and it was absolutely outstanding. What a professional team we had in those countries, what a fantastic work that we put it together. And this time I'm actually going to start the World Tour in Europe. So we're going to have the first big event, starting event in Denmark as usual. And then we're going to kick off in Norway afterwards on the June the 9th. Sunday the 12th, we're going to be in Italy. And June the 14th, we are going to have an event for Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. And that will be on the German, Austria, Switzerland's borders, very close in the middle of everything here. And I'm going to participate in those 4 events here. And then Jerry is going to support and take over and doing the world tour for the rest of the world here. But as I said, you are going to get the big pictures, so everybody is getting the same information at the same time in the beginning of June. So thank you so much to everybody taking the time for being here today. So, and I'm looking forward to see you, at least the European again on the new world tour here. And talk to you soon. Thank you so much. Back to you, Jerry.
Thank you so much, Mr. Michael Hansen, for all the updates. And again, as you mentioned several different times, it has been an incredible team effort, a lot of teamwork, and we're so thankful that this time has become a reality for all of us. Getting back to the World Tour, it is going to be absolutely amazing with the information and as well as the next global call and webinar. So again, stay very close to your back office for any announcements, enhancements, and the communication with your upline leadership. Just to give you an idea, as Michael mentioned, on June around the 18th, we're going to have a combined Michael Hansen, myself, and some of the other leaders. Blanca Williams, Senior Vice President, will be in Japan, and then we'll start the Middle East tour and end in the United States. So from all parts, east, west, north, south of this incredible globe, we will have the World Tour, and it will be so vital for each and every one of us to plug in. I want to thank each and every one of you again. There's no question when people ask us on a daily basis what separates us from the rest, what makes us different, and it always begins with our incredible leadership in all of our business associates. Thank you for your commitment, your dedication, your patience, and for your professionalism when it comes to your desire to make sure that we're all a part of Doobly Network and making it the very best on planet Earth. We'll be talking to you again very soon. Thank you for joining us today and making it an outstanding Doobly Week. Take care, everyone.
Finito, sì.